What up, guys? It's Total Wars Master here doing another Napoleon Total War video. Today we're looking at another multiplayer online battle. Rules were 4 lights, 0 arts. I am the Prussian player. I have Lancers and Talcrazes and Brandenburg Uhlans and Lancers. On both my flanks, I have a foot guard. I have a lot of musketeers. I have a Landwehr in the front and Prussian Fusiliers in the center. To my opponent's army, he has a foot guard with 2 chevrons, more foot guards, Coldstream guards, all on this flank. And then he has foot just on his other flank. He has heavy dragoons, regular general, and he has 4 rifles. So what I'm doing right now, I am running my men. So what my first things I'm seeing is my opponent has 4 rifles. He's probably going to try and kite me, which is where you shoot and you run. Shoot, run, shoot, run, shoot, run. And what this video wants to go over is how you beat that. How do you beat kiting? So as a Prussian player, I enjoy a lot of benefits over Great Britain. I have better lights than him. My cavalry is also better. And right now he is moving his infantry to try and meet my cavalry threat. Although I'm doing it on both sides, and he's only meeting it on this side. He sees us, and his heavy dragoons in a matchup against my lancers will lose. Almost every time. Unless it's in like a forest, lancers will beat dragoons as long as they have their charge. So currently, I'm moving my men. I have a decent flanking opportunity here and here. He is closing up his flank. He is pulling back. And we're only not even 4 minutes into the battle, and he is slowly withdrawing now. I have the dominant middle position. And I'm going to do an overall advance. And he moves his line to try and meet my lancers. I'm going to try and maneuver them around this foot. I want to try and get my lancers in a position to where they can be useful. So right now, if we look at the mini-map, I have a very good position of control. I am kind of pincering him in, but right now what I should probably be doing more of is advancing my men. But we do hear that charge from the dragoons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge those dragoons back. And we just see huge losses from those dragoons. Those dragoons just absolutely get destroyed. They break. My Brandenburg Uhlans charge in. And this other dragoon regiment is also just taking extremely high casualties. They break. This foot took mediocre casualties. My lancers took some casualties. I mean, 40 out of 60 isn't nothing, but I mean, 53 out of 60 to get rid of 2 dragoon units is really nothing. So that goes back to the importance of winning the cavalry battle. My Brandenburg Uhlans try and go back. I have to force them to not go back and charge a square, which they have. Oh, they are taking fire as they ride away, which isn't ideal. But what was ideal was totally turning those cavalry units. So now I am in a position where I will be able to advance. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to spread out my lines more. Because right now I'm in the position where I can strongly flank. And because he has rifles, he cannot advance as so. Rifles have far less of an advantage in an actual firefight compared to light infantry. Light infantry are very good, but rifles are not. They take too long to reload, and they're more of a kiting tool than actually doing something. So now that we have won the cavalry duel on this flank, I have them back here, ready to ride in support. He sends up his rifles, although I do have Landwehr there to try and absorb any shots they may send at them. I move to try and turn the flank.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack.
which I am taking some casualties for, but nothing too much. But now he's got his shots, and he's going to try and kite away from me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and not let that happen. I'm going to run up. I'm going to keep chasing after him and not let up. Kind of like what Marshal Grouchy was supposed to do at Waterloo. Don't let them regroup. Don't let them get back together. Because if these men can't reload, then kiting really isn't working. It's not actually doing something. I actually accidentally select my militia unit there. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to fall on their flank, and they're just withdrawing again. What we see right here is we see them pulling back, and right now I have them totally in a box. This side I have a line of infantry, this side I have a line of infantry, and I have my light infantry front and center. These men are firing and reloading. I should be a bit more aggressive, which is what I'm going to be doing right now. These rifles are taking pot shots at my musketeers, killing some. Right now, his elite wing is in big trouble. He is moving his cavalry to this flank to try and exploit it. But what that does in turn is it weakens this flank more. I can just provide a cavalry charge right here, which is what I'm doing.
Our men are running, sir.
My militia run, which is them just doing their job. But right now he's to the point he can either form square or he can receive a charge. They form square with that unit, but not with these foot guards, which take huge losses. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him through. I'm going right after that general. He tries to pull back his dragoons. There goes what matters so dear. But now he's charging in. But I've already done what I need to do. The enemy general is killed. I have ran all the way up. I'm advancing hard. I've pushed back his men so that they can't kite anymore. I've routed these riflemen. These elites are under heavy fire. This one was still in square for a significantly longer time than it should have been. This foot guard unit has taken high casualties. They are currently wavering. And now he's only gotten about one of my lancer units, along with a militia unit. So right now he is really in a difficult position. That foot guard breaks. I'm going to advance up my lights, advance up my line, and now I'm charging in my cavalry. I enjoy a clear, effective position that is better than his, and I'm going to exploit the fact I have more guns than him. I have more cavalry than him. Especially because right now what he's doing is this doesn't actually do anything. I try and pull through this foot after I've gotten through them.
Our men are running.
Trying to do the same thing to that foot. And now he's breaking under the pressure because right now his men cannot withstand all the gunpowder I have and have brought. He charges in his dragoons against my lights. Oh, actually my line have not been engaged. So what they're going to be able to do is try and just absolutely murder these dragoons. Which they do a fairly good job of. I'm going to try and rally my men, make sure they can actually hold. And the gunpowder is too much, as these dragoons are wavering. The chevron helps steady them. But now that this flank has collapsed, my lancers force these Coldstream guards into square, and it is just over now. His dragoons are out from there. And there we saw beating a little bit of kiting he tried to do. He kept trying to pull back, kept trying to withdraw, get a pop shot in here, and fall back. But that doesn't work if you don't let up. If you can keep up, don't let them rest on their laurels, win that cavalry battle, which is so critical. There you have it. You have victory. You have not letting them regroup and kill you due to their range advantage.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
There we have it. But there we have it, guys. In terms of kills and losses, our losses were very similar, actually. But the difference is I bring a lot more men than him because I am Prussia. My men are cheaper overall. But he also spent a lot on like foot guards with 2 chevrons. Those 2 chevrons might be better spent somewhere else. With my lights doing a lot of good work, my lancers really good disruption. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Tell me your opinions. Total Wars Master out.